So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 signs that say that you are fake rich. So if you watch this video and you notice that you're doing any of these 5 things, or that maybe you're doing all 5, the chances are either you or whoever it is that you know that are doing these 5 signs here, that they are fake rich. So be sure to stay tuned, watch this video the whole way through. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell as well. Don't fake hit the subscribe button. Actually, keep it real. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell as well, and let's sit back and let's get right into this video. So one of the very first signs that say that you are living a fake rich lifestyle is that you spend the bulk of your money on buying liabilities. And when I say buying liabilities, I mean that you're spending the bulk of the hard-earned money that you work so hard each and every paycheck to get on buying expensive things like expensive cars, expensive houses, going to go out to eat and dining at expensive restaurants, buying jewelry, very expensive clothes, basically trying to just, replicate this lavish lifestyle. Like you could afford to live this lavish lifestyle, when the truth is, and the reason why you do this is because you want everyone to assume that you're rich and that you're wealthy, that you've made it, that, you are on that level and that you could afford that lifestyle. But the truth is, you're absolutely broke and you're fake rich. You're not actually rich. The chances are you're racking up credit card debt, and the terrible thing about it is, you're struggling each and every month just to try to maintain this lifestyle. And even worse, you're paying interest each and every month. So you're so far from being rich, it's not even funny, but you're trying to do your best to just show the world and show everyone around you, trying to impress everyone, trying to get them to think and get to suggest the idea that you're rich and that you're wealthy, but the truth is you're not. You're fake rich. So again, this is one of the very first telltale signs that someone is fake rich. You notice that they spend the bulk of their money on buying liabilities. Obviously, liabilities are things that don't make you money. It's going to be things like jewelry, cars, clothes, vacations, things like that. So again, this is the first sign that tells you someone is fake rich. So the second sign that lets you know someone is fake rich is that that person does not own any assets at all. Because everyone knows the thing that made the rich and wealthy is the fact that they own assets. So the first clue to let you know someone is fake rich is that that person does not own any assets. So when I say assets, that means, it's anything from, real estate, like in the physical sense of like going out and buying a property, whether it be single family homes, apartment complexes, whatever it is, or that person, has investments within the stock market, or maybe that they're invested in businesses directly, or maybe they have their own business, or they're invested in somebody else's business. But the rich and wealthy are rich and wealthy because they are invested, that they have assets, not liabilities. And again, another telltale sign that someone is fake rich is that they do not have any assets or investments. All right, so the third sign that lets you know someone is fake rich is that that person lives a paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. So what does this look like? So basically, a person who's fake rich, that person is going to be that first person or that first coworker or whoever it is, or even yourself who's watching this video. You're going to be that person who panics when the job says, hey, business is a little slow right now, we're going to have to cut back on hours, or, that however it is that they earn their money, when all of a sudden it's a little less money than they're used to, earning, they're immediately going to go into a panic because they're like, well, I spend all the money that I make every single month, every single paycheck and every single month. And if anything, a lot of people that are living that fake rich lifestyle, they spend more money than they make. So they spend every single dollar that they earn, and then they spend a little bit more. And they do this because, they go out and get loans from the bank, and then they use things like credit cards, and then rack themselves up in credit card debt. And then they just pay the minimums and, deal with the interest, and they struggle. They've maxed these cards out all the way to the max, and they basically just stress out to just basically pay the minimums each and every month on all these different credit cards. And they pretty much keep themselves like in a financial trap, and they have no savings or no investments to fall back on. And this is just the third sign to let you know that someone is living a fake rich lifestyle. They live truly paycheck to paycheck, month after month. And that if one single thing goes wrong in their financial life, it's like, that's it. Their whole life comes crashing down. It's like a financial ticking time bomb, because there's no money, no emergency fund, nothing like that, no investments to fall back on in case anything goes wrong. So if the hours get cut back at the job, if anything happens, if their income source, gets wiped out completely, well, they just go into an absolute panic, and like, that's it. You just start watching the person lose everything. So again, this is the third sign that lets you know that this person is living fake rich. All right, so the fourth sign that lets you know that someone is fake rich is that that person is going to go out of their way to flaunt whatever it is that they have to give you that impression, or to imply that they're rich and that they're wealthy and that they made it. Basically, that they're rich. So a perfect example of this would be like, if that person has, a really nice car, well, they're going to make sure, that they park right up there in the front of the building. They want everybody to know, hey, that's me. They're probably going to bump their music very loud. If they have expensive jewelry or clothes, they're going to make sure to wear that all the time. They want to put it like in the forefront. They want to put it in your face. They're probably going to be that first person to post it on social media. They want everybody to know every little aspect of their life. Like, look where I went, look what I ate, look what I wore to where I went out to go dinner, like every single little thing. They want to just put it right there in your face, because they're trying to do the best that they can to like give you the impression that they're living a certain type of lifestyle, when really it's just all smoke and mirrors. I mean, that they're really stressed out trying to live that lifestyle. They're spending every single dollar that they got to try to, basically live up to this expectation of this lifestyle, and try to just, have everyone, pretty much fool everyone like, hey, look at what I got. I want you to think that this is the way that my life really is, and that, I just got it and I could just buy these things like it's nothing, and that I'm rich, in other words. But the truth is, they're stressed out, they're worried to death, they have tons of debt, and they spend all this time at work, working each and every, pay period, and each and every month to basically just support that lifestyle right there. And again, if one thing goes wrong with that one income source that they have, because basically the fake rich, they pretty much just only have the income from their job, and if anything goes wrong with that income, it's all comes crashing down. You start seeing, they're losing their house, they're losing their car, all of a sudden you're like, hey, what happened to the, that jewelry that you had? They're like, oh, I got rid of it. You start hearing all the excuses. But the truth is, they're fake rich. So again, the telltale sign that someone is fake rich is that they flaunt whatever it is that they have. They put it in your face. We've all seen that guy or that girl who pulls out, wads of money at the grocery store, or, at the retail store, because they want you to see what they have. And, here it is, they're buying something for $5, but you're flipping through like wads of money, and it's because it's all for show. You're trying to show people, look what I got. But they never tell you that's their rent money, that's that money that they need to like save, and that they need to make sure that they have that to pay the rent. But they just pull that money out in public. They want it to be seen that, hey, I want you to associate me with having large amounts of money. They go to somewhere, the dollar store, boom, they're pulling out big old wads of money. They want you to think that they're living a lifestyle that's so much more than the lifestyle that they really live. And again, this is just a perfect example of someone who is fake rich. All right, you guys. So the fifth sign that I have to share with you, that's going to tell you a pretty good idea that that person is fake rich, is that that person who's living a fake rich lifestyle, they talk a very big talk, but they almost never deliver on that big talk that they talk. So when someone is living this fake rich lifestyle, they're going to tell you things like, oh yeah, I know so-and-so, I'm connected to this person. Oh yeah, I've been there on that vacation. I've gone here to this place. Oh yeah, I have that car, or I live in that neighborhood, or, whatever, all these different examples of like, the different things that they have, or the experiences that they've had in their lifestyle, or the possessions that they have, but they can never deliver on this. You're like, oh, hey, I thought you were going to bring me those pictures and show me from when you went to so-and-so place. Well, they're like, oh, I was busy. Oh, I forgot. There's always this story. Or like, hey man, like, I thought you said you knew so-and-so. And they're like, oh, I do. And they're like, can I get their number? You're like, oh, well, like, I can't really find it right now, or I'll get it for you when I got a minute. And it's like, they're always busy. There's always an excuse. There's always this other reason why they can't deliver on the thing that they've told you about. And they also have the habit of always constantly trying to one up something that, whether it's you or the next person, has either done. So if you go on a vacation and you're like, hey, that vacation was $2,500. Well, they're like, oh, I went on vacation too. And oh, my vacation was $5,000. And then you're like, okay. It's like they're never okay with like thinking or feeling like someone, outdid them in any kind of way. They always have to be the one who one-ups you. If you went out and you're like, oh, I went to dinner. Oh, and they're like, oh, okay. It was $100. They're like, oh, I went to dinner too. And it was, it was $300. and you're like, all right, you know, like they always are that person who's constantly trying to one up you. They always talk the big talk. Then usually when you question them on that, or you look for some kind of proof or validation for their stories or these things that they talk about, it's like they can never usually deliver on these results. And this again is just another telltale sign that this person is fake rich, because they talk a really big talk. They talk about what they have, they talk about where they've been, they talk about who they know, they talk about what they invest in, but then again, they never show you. You know, they tell you they own these houses, they tell you that they own these properties, that they own this jewelry, that they own these cars, but you never see it. You hear about the money, you hear about the trips, but you never, ever, ever see the actual proof of the results that will just validate and prove these things that they talk about. And again, this is just another telltale sign that that person is fake rich. So these are 5 signs right here that let you know that someone is living a fake rich lifestyle, and that that person is not actually rich, but instead that they are just pretending or faking to be rich. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please give this video a like, smash that thumbs up button for me. And also, if you have not hit that subscribe button earlier, go ahead, give that subscribe button a quick tap for me, and also turn on the notification bell as well. So that way YouTube will notify you each and every time I upload a video. I upload videos every single Monday at 3 p.m. West Coast time. I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a blessed day.